Dawson Rider Wiki.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here, and welcome to my review and spoiler discussion for Power Rangers Beast Morphers episode 12, another early review. This was another solid episode. Until next time, no, I'm just kidding. This was an episode focused around Nate and Steel, kind of focusing on a little friction between them, you know, more just B-Spot abuse, hashtag justice for B-Spots. Like, honestly, there's something I want to talk about that at the end. Basically, the core plot was about like, not Nate, Stilver, I'm gonna call him Stilver now, the Stilvmeister. Steel, there we go, basically wants to experience more and more human experiences since he's part human, sort of. Is he really though? He wants to do like sports and stuff, and then he starts playing with Devin, and Nate gets a little bit jealous. And there's just kind of this friction between them because, like, later, there was kind of an over-the-top bit where apparently Steel had tried to headbutt the ball and he broke it, where this is one of those times where I feel ridiculous when I'm talking about the episode. Broke it with one of his horns, which he really doesn't need because Mantis and Scarabs don't have horns. Broke it, and then he's trying to reflate it, and he overdoes it, and it causes an accident in the lab, and Nate gets mad. And it's kind of under the guise of, like, seeming like he's mad at Steel for being irresponsible there, and in battle later when he accidentally almost blasts Nate when Atronix knocks him, but he's really just basically jealous because he wants to be a brother and hang out with Steel, but he feels that Steel is real, the real Steel. He feels that Steel thinks he's boring and that he feels kind of out of place since he's not really he's not a sports, like me, I'm not a sports. He's like, he doesn't know how to play basketball. I'm like, come on, son. I don't even like sports, but I mean, basketball, you don't even have to know how to play the regular game. You can just shoot hoops. Like, couldn't they have picked at least one of the ones with more rules that, like, it's kind of hard to play even by yourself? Like, that was kind of funny. It kind of boiled down to that. I mean, I found it relatable up until he wanted to play sports, because I would just be like, I've never really played sports. Like, well, let's play together. I'm like, no, let's not, dude. Let's go watch The Office. Basically, what it was, that was the core plot, was revolving around the dynamic between them involving that. We did get to see the Cheetah Claws being made. I honestly thought that they were going to debut at the end of the episode. I thought it was kind of weird. I'm like, oh, this is like a Red Ranger power-up weapon thing, but it's going to debut in this Gold Silver Focus episode, but they were just starting to work on them. I kind of appreciated that. Like, I don't expect them to get a huge story debut episode or anything, but I like little touches like that when we'll see some tech or Zords or something being worked on in the background, and then they come back later, probably the next episode even, but you know what I mean. Like, I just kind of appreciate that instead of being like, here's another Resoul out of nowhere. I really kind of appreciated that little detail, so that was neat, and so that'll be happening soon, like maybe next episode or at least in the next few. Again, I don't expect it to have a huge storyline development. And that was honestly the only, like, spoiler, not even a spoiler thing, but like the only notable plot development. Like, we didn't even really touch on the ongoing plot with the villains trying to one-up each other. Roxy wasn't even in this episode, so 0 out of 10 episode. But it was just Blaze, and he basically came up with this plan with the monster who could take the appearance of people, to take the appearance of a ranger and go destroy their computers. And so, but there was no real talking at the base with Scrozzle or Roxy. I kind of wish there would have been one scene just because I liked that little plot running in the background of the villains competition, and this just felt very one-off and disconnected from the other ones we've had with that so far, especially since we actually had Blaze doing the plan this time, and it was kind of a smart plan. It's kind of funny because it's Power Rangers, obviously they're restricted to their Power Rangers rules, but there was like 2 times where I was thinking he distracted the Rangers because the dude was camouflaged, so they're like, okay, there's a monster here, but we don't see it because he was disguised as the dude, and then Blaze is distracting him while he copies Nate. I'm like, they could just kill them right now. Like, they're all distracted, they just go, pew, pew, pew. Obviously that wouldn't happen on Power Rangers, and if they did kill him, the laser noise probably wouldn't have been that lame. Breaking into the base just to destroy the computer that summons the Zords. First of all, you don't even have the big Ninja Ops button. That was a smart plan, but it was like a half measure. I'm like, well, again, you could go dark and be like, just blow the base up. But why not just mess the whole base up? Like, destroy the whole main area where the Zords, or the Zords, I guess, period. Destroy the Zords. But, you know, destroy the weapons that transport, the Morphers. Just, you could really do some damage. Or maybe even a plan for later, like install a virus or cameras or something. Like, it was funny because there's been a couple plans like that where I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of smart for typical PR villains, which usual plan is just smash. but then it's like you could have done so much more. But I at least appreciated that Blaze did something at least kind of clever, since Roxy's really just been wiping the floor with him lately. But yeah, that was pretty much it though. Focused on Nate and Steele. They obviously made up at the end. There was a little bit of Zoe trying to support Nate and trying to get them to work things out. So I still found it to be an enjoyable episode. There was nothing too annoying. I still enjoyed spending time with these characters in the world. I just kind of wish that there was a little bit more to it with... I didn't expect it to be plot heavy, but I kind of wish they would have kept that plot with the villains going on in the background. Also, just as a note, I was thinking about that in this episode when, like, of another episode where Beastbot gets needlessly abused by his ranger, but I was thinking, I really wish the Beastbots outside of Steel were in the series more. Like, obviously, Steel's in it because he's a ranger, so he's gonna be in it a lot more than the others. I don't expect them to be on the level that the Buddy Roids were in Go Busters, but I like the Beastbot characters, and we've had a couple standout moments with them, and I would really like them to be more present in the show. I think that would be kind of nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this was overall another solid episode. I'd give it a 7. Just hoping for a little bit better one next time, maybe with a little bit more of that plot advancing. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, don't forget to climb the steps and ring that bell with notifications for all my videos. Helps me out a lot. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out. I'm going home.